Okay, you all come in, hit the like, hit the share button. My hair my park is not right, but we're gonna do this live stream in lieu of the way my hair looks. I want to answer these questions. Someone sent me an email, so I'm driving and I decided I wanted to answer this. The email, and I'm paraphrasing, states that if it's so easy, right? If it's so easy to become a crypto millionaire, why do I believe more people aren't becoming or won't become crypto millionaire? I thought it was a great question. So I'm going to take time. As you all know, I've shared this story that in 2021, during the crypto bull run, I became a crypto millionaire, right? I became a crypto millionaire during the bull run in 2021. In 2018, I started talking about Bitcoin. I looked at the Bitcoin halving that happened in 2018. And I started talking about, Bitcoin. I was deep into credit repair and teaching people how to leverage their credit to get assets, right? And not liabilities. I'm teaching people how to use their credit to get things that bring them more money versus just take away their money, right? And unfortunately, though, I would say 7 out of 10 people that came to me for credit repair only wanted their credit repair to buy something, right? They just wanted it to purchase a new vehicle, which takes money out of your pocket. Maybe to qualify for a home, which takes money out of your pocket, unless you are the landlord, right? That puts money in your pocket. Or maybe to finance or, apply for a new credit card to finance a vacation that they didn't have the money, right, up front to be able to finance or to pay for. And so in 2018, Bitcoin's at $3,000 plus. I began to look at the tokenomics of Bitcoin, had my job still. And as a teacher, teachers are overworked and underpaid. And I had my extra income of credit repair, right? And I put everything extra from my business of credit repair and my salary of teaching into, at that point, it was Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those were the only two that I was looking at. So 2021 Bitcoin hits its all-time high, 69,000. And I did not cash out. I knew that was not the peak, that was not the top for Bitcoin. And I did not have a tax plan. I did the math, I calculated the math, and I said, okay, I'm going to get taxed this amount. The only thing that I would sell my Bitcoin for that I figured that was as somewhat equivalent, right, to cash out my Bitcoin for was real estate. And so real estate was extremely overpriced at that time. Even though if you wanted to get a mortgage, the interest rate was low, but they just added interest on top of the purchasing price, right? So the interest was added because a lot of people overpaid for the purchasing price. And so I held on, and I took the dip, right? I took and dollar amount. So why can't everyday people who may be a teacher, right, who may have a low income job, and when I say low income, you have two types of middle class. You have the upper middle class, which makes like six figures, right? For example, I have an uncle that grosses about 250,000 a year. He considers himself middle class, right? And but my teacher's salary gross, and his gross is about 60K a year. And most people that make 60K a year would say, oh, they're middle class too. So somebody's not middle class, right? And my uncle who made 250K a year is saying he's middle class. And as a teacher, it's 60K a year, and I'm considered middle class. One of us not middle class. And so you have the upper middle class who are the six-figure income earners, and even people with salaries of 150K. right now in California and New York and more expensive states, saying they are living paycheck to paycheck, right? So even upper middle class is struggling depending on what part of the world you live in, right? Especially in the United States, if you're in California or New York or Florida, even property taxes are increasing in Florida. And so, with that being said, why won't three reasons why most people won't take advantage of the greatest. Okay, so I'm sorry, my phone went out. It says hello. Let me read this. I can't keep my eye on my phone for too long. This is, I think, JDR from DC, and your book just arrived. So thank you for your not. Thank you for purchasing it and showing reciprocity by purchasing the book. So thank you. And you know what? This is a great time to elaborate on one out of three why most people won't become crypto millionaires doing the greatest wealth transfer of all time. So thank you from DC for tuning in and for purchasing the book. Okay, let's go over this one. People will not educate themselves about crypto. They will not take the time to educate themselves about cryptocurrency, right? Most people want to come on a live stream like this and listen to YouTubers like me, right? Tell you about their favorite crypto, their preference of crypto, and they want to make a decision based off of that information. Now, at that point, when we are live streaming, and when I mean we, I'm saying YouTubers, we are live streaming to give you information, but not education. Let me say that again. Most people don't know the difference. And maybe I should say it louder for the people in the back row. YouTubers live stream for information, to relay information to you, not to give you education. Warren Buffett says this: you should never invest in something that you do not understand. You will not believe it. Most people do not understand gold. They don't understand gold. They will hear a YouTuber say things like this: gold is a hedge against inflation, and you should invest in gold during a depression. You are headed. They would say that the is it's more you come why? Not only to protect you, but to protect other people who are also driving on the road. It's not just to protect you. You also have liability insurance to protect others in case you are in fault. So gold protects your cash, which means it keeps it from depreciating and loses its power. The point or purpose of gold is not to grow your cash, right? It's not to grow your cash, right? You can put your cash in other revenues and other areas that's called ROI, right? And have a higher return. Hello, Cortez. Thank you so much for taking notes on Face to the Book. So a lot of people just get information. They don't get education. They don't even know what gold is, really. They don't even know that in the Constitution, gold is money. And so doing an economic reset because of this, gold, most people think cash is money. Gold has to reset the currency system, which now leads us to understanding that we will have a currency system reset. We will have a financial reset where cash, and in many states, you can go to professional sporting events now and I already see it's a cashless society. But in many states, businesses and transactions are not even made via cash anymore, right? Most of it is scan my Cash App code. I just went to a business expose, right? No cash. Scan my Cash App code. Let's transact, right? You go to maybe a sports event, whether it's a public high school or college or collegiate level. Most things is scan and pay technology. But yet, some people will call Bitcoin a scam, but they don't know cash is the real scam. Cash is the real scam. Cash is the real scam. And so you put your cash into real world assets. So that's number one. People want information. They don't educate themselves, right? And they don't strategize. Like, I coached basketball for 18 years. There's all the time. I can give you the strategy, but I can't go in there and shoot the ball for you. I can't, it was some team so bad I wanted to dress out and try to shoot the ball and be like Bill Russell and be the coach and the player, right? I was like, I'm making good points. But I can give you the play, but I can't go out there and dribble the ball for you. I can't go out there and execute the play. And most people will not take action. They will not take action. This is an action oriented. Once you get, even if you just get information, you don't fully understand all the intrinsic value and workings of Bitcoin. You have to do something. You got to take action, right? Michael Jordan says, I miss every shot I don't take, right? He said, I miss every shot that I don't take. Some people are not even in the game. They're just sitting on the sideline. They're watching grocery prices increase. They're seeing for Thanksgiving that they're spending extra $200 to $300 on the same meal that they had last year, right? Same meal, cost you $200 or $300 more this year, right? They see the game at the gas pump. They're doing election in November. They lower the gas prices. During traveling season, they lower the gas prices. But then gas prices spike right back up. They saw during C19 that they lost $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 in their 401k, and yet they're not doing anything. They feel like that this is going away, but it's not going away, people. In fact, the United States is on the cusp of World War III. And if people really had the education, not the information, see, I just gave you information about World War III. If they really had the education that wars are created to cancel out debt and is mostly for economic power and purposes, right? Don't think war is about anything else. Study World War I, World War II, and saw the economic changes that were happening and the shift that happened in the world after every war was happening, after every war took place. This war, it is more commodities in the Middle East in that area, and whatever country control those commodities, from the oil to the gold, right? It's already proven fact, will control the power. The country that has the commodities, not the cash, not the fiat currency, aka fake currency, has the power. Number two, Cortez, I hope you're still on because you can help me preach this. W-2 income workers. Or I think that's number three. Yeah, I think that's number three. I don't know, I'm driving, so this is just coming out the dome. Let's say 2/3 because I forgot. 2/3. W-2 income workers don't understand they're getting taxed too high out of their paycheck. And they don't know, they don't have the education, because I'm giving you the information. I'm telling you, you're getting taxed too high. I know your federal taxes are too high out of your paycheck because you don't have tax shelters. You don't have tax shelters. Let me say that again for the third time for the people in the back row. You don't have tax shelters. So you're getting your federal taxes taken out. In some cases, your state taxes, unless you live in Florida or Texas, right? And then you get all your insurances taken out. See, this is called big businesses. Health insurance, vision insurance, dental insurance, then accidental insurance, right? Cancer insurance. You get all these insurances taken out, and yet you spend money every day, but you only get paid once a week. You're not getting paid enough, and you don't have tax shelters put in place. Let me say that again for the people in the back row. People in the nosebleed seats, right? Oh yeah, I said 2 was not taking action. I can give you the play, but you got to shoot the ball. So this is number 3. I might do 4 on this one, right? So you need your insurances. I wouldn't dare tell you to cut back on your insurances, right? I wouldn't dare tell you that. You need your insurances. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I never said it. I was planning on saying it for another live stream. I say it on this one. I got diagnosed in January with chronic lymphocytic leukemia, right? Chronic lymphocytic leukemia. And so during what we call the window of opportunity where we meet with the representatives for each insurances, right? As a teacher on my job, I told the representative, I said, this was in November, I said, look, I don't need the cancer policy. I've been working 18 years. I won't get cancer. And at the time, the representative said, well, man, I would not recommend that. He said, my wife got diagnosed with this rare form of cancer, and this insurance policy saved us tremendously. Now, at that time, I thought the man said he's just being a salesman. This is another lesson in this. Number 5, you think everybody's trying to sell you something you don't need. That's a poverty mentality, right? And then I said, well, you just working for insurance mostly anyway, so why would you not want to keep it? That's what I said to myself. Your main reason of still having this job and teaching is for insurance, because what if something happens to you health-wise, and that little $1 million that you made in crypto between taxes and your health bill is gone, and you have some unexpected health problems? So I said, you're working for the insurance anyway, so why not just keep it? And lo and behold, January, I got the diagnosis. Because in January, I went for my annual checkup. And they found out my white blood count, my white blood cells. And I'm fine now. I'm doing great. And this is just for the people who will send me overwhelming messages about, okay, take this, take that for their type. And let me say this real quick. There's no such thing as good cancer. There's some people say, oh, you got the good cancer. There's no such thing as good cancer, right? And there's no such thing as a remedy, one for all cancers. It is so many different cancers, and they have to be, I think, treated differently. So that's the end of that. My health plan is going fine now. So I know you might want to send email or messages in this live stream out of concern and say, hey, take this. But I got it. It's under control, right? So people think everything is scam. A scam is still complaining about money. I thought having that insurance policy was a scam. I'm like, I've been working 18 years. I won't get cancer, and I got it 2 months. I got diagnosed with it, I'll say, 2 months later. Broke people think everything is a scam, but the scam is still complaining about money, right? Now, you won't take action. You value information over education. You never want to invest in knowledge. Again, you don't have to know everything about Bitcoin, but know something about it. Somebody said buy XRP. You don't have to know everything about XRP, but you got to tell me something about it for you to put your hard work and cash in it. Bitcoin is peer-to-peer. That means no government can control it. right? If I want to send Bitcoin to anybody on this live stream, you can send it to me if you want to too. I'd gladly take it. I don't have to go to a bank to make a transaction. I don't have to use a debit card. I don't have to use the banking system, right? If you want to get a loan, you have to use your FICO credit score. There's no third party. No government can manipulate it. Nobody knows who created it, and nobody can stop it. That's number one. Having Bitcoin, you can travel all around the world, and it is globally accepted. So if you need to flee your country and you got Bitcoin, you're good, right? Now, XRP, you want to get XRP? Okay, tell me why you want to get XRP. Why? What do you know about XRP? For the people that say, buy this crypto, buy this one. What do you know about XRP? Well, it's going to be used by the federal government, okay? It's going to be used by the bankers. You know what happened the last time something was used by federal banks and the government? It was in the 1930s. It was called gold. In 1933, the government confiscated people's gold, physical gold, meaning it made it illegal for them to own. So be careful of having something that you know the government and Fed is going to use. I'm just saying. It's facts. That's facts. So Bitcoin is just the opposite of XRP, that it is outside of the banking system. The government can't control or manipulate it. Now, I'm not saying they're going to do that to your XRP, but sometimes history has a way of repeating itself. Now, don't think I don't have XRP. I'm just saying, no, get education. Know which one of these cryptos. Know what makes Solana special. Take time to invest in reading a book. Start getting information, right? I can ask someone, how can I go to New York? How can I go to New York from Texas? How can I go to New York from Texas? And 5 people can give me 5 different routes. That's information. Information is free. The implementation will cost you, right? That's why the Bible says a fool and his money will soon depart, because people just want information. The implementation will cost you. Now, if I'm more specific and say, hey, what is the fastest route, the fastest way to drive to New York from Texas? Now, that's a more specific question. Or if I want to ask, what is a way to drive from Texas to New York where it's all interstate and I'm not taking back roads, right? All highway drive. That's more specific. See, information is just a blatant answer. Education is more detailed. Most people won't invest in education. They just want their favorite YouTuber to come on, somebody tell them XRP is going to be the one, Dogecoin going to be the one. And sometimes I go lengthily into my videos and I explain those tokenomics, right? In fact, the tokenomics of Dogecoin is great. The tokenomics of Dogecoin is great, but know something about the circulating supply, right? Know how much of the circulating supply is out there. Know the difference in decentralized and centralized crypto. Know the different function of these cryptos. You got gaming cryptos, you got AI cryptos, artificial intelligence, right? You have peer-to-peer crypto for everyday transactions and actions. And then understand terminology like ROI, return on investment. Listen, a lot of people tell me, for example, Queen, I'm dollar costing average into Bitcoin. I said, okay, well, how much are you dollar costing average into Bitcoin? Queen, I'm putting about $200 to $500 a week. Okay, cool. You know, you in the game, you doing something, you taking action. But, you know, Bitcoin is like 30, I think 6,000, hovering at between $36,000, $37,000 the last time I checked. So that means if Bitcoin go to 90,000 from here, or even 100,000, that's just a 3x return on your money. So then my question is, okay, so you have $300 to $500 a week to put in crypto. Why would you put it in Bitcoin and get a 3x return? Well, you can put it in this altcoin they can give you 100x or 1,000x return. See, I paused on purpose. I wait because they don't know the difference, because they listen to this favorite YouTuber and say, yeah, Bitcoin is going to be the king of all crypto. And it is. It is. But right now, you need more increase on your money. You need more increase on your money. If you're not looking to do global things and you need to grow your cash, then you may need to get in a 1,000x return opportunity. You got the gaming world, AI, right? You got the music world, cryptos that's coming out where musicians go. I mean, all types of 1,000x opportunity. But because you want information, not education, then you dollar cost average into Bitcoin, you get a 3x return, right? You put $5,000 in there and you make $1,500. Well, you could put $5,000 in a lower cap crypto and possibly got 50,000 back, because you value information over education. You won't buy a book. You want it free. Information is free. Implementation will cost you. You won't strategize. You won't see what's the best situation for you. You won't look into customizing. So you get taxed too much out of your paycheck. Some of you all don't have enough to invest. You don't have no money left over. You got more month left over than money, because you won't simply click on their website that says millimoves.com so you can stop losing over $600 a month out of your paycheck. That's money you could be investing. That's money you could be investing. Let me say that for the third time. That's money you could be investing. All you have to do is add a home-based business to your paycheck and get taxed less legally. 475 tax deduction just sitting there waiting on you, right? And then, look, I don't mean no harm, but I get residual passive income in my mailbox, like every Monday. You spend money every day, but yet you get paid once a week or bi-weekly or once a month. You're not going to win like that, people. That's a losing game plan. You're not going to win. See, as a matter of fact, in 1 hour, I'm going to receive a text on my phone that I got daily paid, not just in my mailbox. I receive digital, You're going to, listen, you're going to have to learn to sell. Most people say things like, Queen, I don't like selling because I went to my friends and family to buy this weight loss tea and everybody said no. Number one, did the people even need the tea? Were they even looking for weight loss? Or did you need to make a profit? See, selling is not trying to convince people who don't want what you have to offer. They don't want it. They don't need it. They're not even looking for it. Right? Selling to me is convincing people to take action. That if they did not hear your voice, if you did not talk about a service or a product, that their situation that they want to improve will improve. Now you may say, Queen, I know some people want to improve. They need to improve their finances, but they won't do anything to improve it. They won't even look at the home-based business you're talking about. Let me tell you something. People improve for one or two reasons. No, for two reasons, not one or two. One out of two reasons, right? They improve for out of pain or out of pleasure. Either they want to live better financially, that's pleasure, or they financially getting their butt kicks and they tired of being broke and living paycheck to paycheck. When those things happen, right, they're going to take action. So I don't care about who say yes or no. When you get tired of being broke, you going to go somewhere. I will not buy Ethereum right now. Somebody said buy Ethereum XRP. I wouldn't buy Ethereum right now. That depends on people's financial situation. Ethereum is like $2,000 in Ethereum. I just talked about RI. Right? You can get into Ethereum for $2,000, or you can get in Solana and get a higher return for $60. You see, these are examples of people that give information versus education. And I would like for people to elaborate when you just come on here and say, buy this, buy that. Tell people why. Buy XRP because I talked about XRP being the banker's coin, just like gold, right? Just like gold was the government's money in 1933, they confiscated from all American citizens. Listen, the people that were rich and wealthy enough to possess gold or have gold in their possession, they had to either give that gold up, they had 10 years in jail or $10,000 fine. And I'm not, and then XRP has to become more decentralized, which when it begins to be used, see, a lot of people say, oh, I picked XRP based off of ISO 20022. ISO 20022 is just a messaging system. I was telling people about Chainlink that it's already proven that Chainlink is going to be a part of the SWIFT system. And now Chainlink is giving one of the highest returns over XRP. Now, I'm not saying XRP is not going to be the chosen one. I'm not saying that. But if you're going to make decisions, know why, educate yourself on that. Right? I don't tell people what's the best cryptos to buy because I have a book that has it in there. I have a book that have it in there and has the education. See, if I just came here and said, buy this crypto, buy this crypto, buy this crypto, at this point, I'm your financial advisor and fiduciary. And I'm not either of that. You're not going to come after my money and try to sue me because you say, well, Queen said about, no, Queen ain't told you about nothing. No, I didn't. I told you go and invest in a book so you can know. Right? So you get the book on millionmoves.com. But hold on before you get it. Hold on. I'm going to tell you, Dave, I'm going to be honest about this. I'm about to make an 11X book, and it's going to have all the low-cap cryptos for people who want to get more than the 3X or 4X or 5X return. Like, I'm going to revise it because that book was talking about the Bitcoin. It's talking about the Bitcoin. It's talking about the Ether. It even have Chainlink in it on page 42. But I'm going to elaborate on things a little bit more about what's the difference between EOS, Cosmos, Polkadot, and ADA. And, why do I think one is outstanding based on the other, based on the tokenomics and the team behind it, right? So, just things like that. But there's some new cryptos coming out that's going to usher in new low-cap cryptos that you can get for gems. Like, okay, I'm gonna throw this information out here, and this is not giving you financial advice and investing advice at all. This is my disclaimer. But Casper, do you all know that Casper for the year has returned over 1,000% on the year? And I think Bitcoin on the year, let me make sure I'm right because I just looked at this. Let me sure I'm accurate on this. On the year, Casper, and it's under $1. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. And on the year, for the year, Bitcoin, I think, has returned 300%. Right? 300%. I can't pull it up on my phone. I just looked at this in my laptop. But let me hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, Casper 1,588% this year. Solana 389%. CFX 505%. And I'm trying to find Bitcoin. Let's look at XRP. XRP 72% on the year. Bitcoin 134%. And I got people telling me I'm dollar cost and averaging to Bitcoin. Right? 72% for XRP. 134% for BTC, Bitcoin. Solana 390%. Casper 1,586% gain on the year. So I'm signing out. That's why people are not rich. They get too high. They get too tax high in the paycheck. W-2 income earners. They don't have tax shelters. They value information over education. They're not action takers, right? They stay on the sideline. They sit in the bleachers. They can coach the game better than the coach, but they won't get in the game. I give you the plays, you all. I can't run. I can't go out there and dribble the ball for you, right? They have no residual income. All their income is linear. They get paid once a week, bi-weekly, or once a month. But they spend money every day. They have no daily pay. None. No daily pay. They get paid once a week, bi-weekly, twice a week, or once a month. That's it. But yet you spend money every day. You don't have enough income streams coming in. And you're not getting the education on what cryptos is going to give you the highest percent of return and what their functions are. You value information. You just listen to people say, buy this, buy this, buy that. Right? That's it. Other than that, if you don't have any of those mindset problems, any of those blockages, you're going to be a crypto millionaire. No excuses. No excuses. I'm from Mississippi, the poorest state out of the 50, right? Where Oprah Winfrey came from and became now one of the richest billionaire African Americans, right? Poverty state, Mississippi. It's just no excuses except your mindset. You want to be preached to, but you don't want to participate. I need to write that one down. You want to be preached to. You don't want to participate. You want to feel good. You want to jump and you want to shout. You want a good preaching. But you really don't want prosperity because you don't participate. After the preaching is done, after the Hammond organ is played, after the drums are beat, after the hallelujahs, amen, after the jerking and the crying, you don't do anything. After the motivation and inspiration, there's no action taken. That was good. Write that one down too. After the motivation and the inspiration, there's no action taken. And even the Bible says faith without works are dead. You have to believe it until you see it. You have to believe it until you see it. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You have to first want to be a millionaire. You have to first want to stop struggling financially. You have to first realize that even 6 figures is not enough. Listen, people that become millionaires, they strive to become decamillionaires because they know $1 million not going to be enough. They just hit $1 million to get them even more motivation to stack more millions. They don't just stop there. That's not the end goal for them. All right, try reading the white paper or any crypto you think about buying first, because with that, you need to learn about the importance and its case use. You know, some people will get on these exchanges and it'll have it right on there. It'll have right on there a description of the crypto, and they'll get on the exchange and they won't even read that part. Like when you get ready to buy a crypto, it would have a description of it. It would tell you its function. It would tell you what it does. Some of them even break down the pros and the cons. People won't even read that. They just say, oh, Queen said she got into Dogecoin. Well, you didn't know how much money I had to dump in there. You don't know my finances. Or Queen said she got an XLM or XDC or XRP or, well, you don't know my logic. You haven't studied what I studied. That might not be a good move for you. I might be saying, okay, I'm gonna get in this because I can wait 2 or 3 years. You know, I might say I'm gonna give me some XRP because I can wait 2 or 3 years for XRP hit its peak. You might can't wait that long, right? So Venom says I got a lot of crypto just waiting on the boom. That's it. DNA level C in the building. What's up, Rob? Rob, I hope you get in these free license with our crypto commodities, Rob. I don't think you're in the Facebook group. I have money making money for me on autopilot. See, wealthy people, not black, not white, not Asian, not Caucasian, not African, right? Wealthy people, they don't trade a whole lot of their time for money. Their money works for them when they're not working, and oftentimes it's work harder than them. That's wealthy people actions. These crypto backed by commodities, Rob. Make sure you are converting them to NFTs. I got 100 natural gas licenses, micro licenses now, and those are cryptos connected on the blockchain technology to real world commodities, agriculture, hemp, medical marijuana, mangroves, right? It's called grow, natural gas, black gold, that's all, right? What we're going to go to war with in the Middle East. SPLR, that's a satellite technology they use to scan the earth and find these commodities in the earth realm. Digital gold, which means you can mine the gold digitally, convert it into physical gold, and drip, that's purified water, that's the beverage industry. Also, there's wine, beer, spirits, water. There's a crypto that's mining that, and aluminum, that's bauxite, cryptocurrency as well. So yeah, I'm accumulating more mining license, right? More mining license daily. Blocks, that's commercial real estate crypto, all in here. And so Rob is in that insiders program as well. So Rob, make sure you're converting that into NFTs, and you will get rewarded with additional licenses from doing so. And it's only $25 to convert it to an NFT. So I'm signing out. Be an action taker, right? The window of opportunity closes all the time. Windows of opportunities close all the time. That's what Genesis 7:11 is talking about. 7:11, right? Windows of opportunities open and they close. And it makes sense to get in cryptos early. The earlier you get in, the least amount of money you have to put in to get a huge upfront future potential. So visit their website, millionaires.com. See how to get tax less out of your paycheck so you can have more money to invest, and peruse the website. Have some books, My Millionaire Moves, Crypto Chris Profits. That's a very easy read, very user-friendly read, short reads that won't take a whole lot of time for you to get a lot of information, right? So I'm logging out. This is just impromptu. Great emails. Send the emails coming. You all have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much, Facebook and YouTube. Queen out, and take advantage of the greatest wealth transfer that this generation will ever experience.